Good morning, friends. Welcome back to our self-sufficient life. I've just been to the garden. We've done all the chores now. I've done the washing. I've done editing. So we got up really early this morning and I thought I'll make a change. We've been having yogurt now for a while for breakfast and the girls started laying again. So I thought for a change I'm gonna make a nice and hearty breakfast, like fried egg with salad and sourdough bread. But let me show you what kind of salad I've managed to harvest from the garden. So we've got chard, we've got sunset, bright lights, couple of different varieties of chard in here. We've got the Toscana, the dinosaur kale. We've got some onion greens from the perennial onion family. So I've also managed to harvest some lovely carrot, so we can grate that to our salad. Some salad leaves, Sioux, and lots of sorrel. I managed to harvest lots of sorrel and also some other variety of lettuce and baby spinach. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna give it a thorough wash and we're going to make breakfast. Right, I'm ready to fry the eggs. This goes to the comfy. Let's make a quick salad. Before we do that, let's just slice our bread. I'm going to toast this. Let's have 2 slices each. And put the rest back to the fridge. So this is gonna be our breakfast, as I said. For lunch, we're probably gonna have that noodle soup, the chicken noodle soup. What we still got loads of and it's still delicious. And for dinner, I don't know yet. We're gonna figure this out together. I've just been to the pantry actually, and I've collected some of my storage onions, some of the shallots, and I've got some red onion as well. I usually just bring it here to the house, leave it here by my table just in case I need one, so it's just right there. And I was gonna grab some ready meal, friends, and I forgot. So I might take you back with me later about dinner time, so we can pick and choose our dinner. Because I'm not gonna have time to cook tonight. I am so excited. I have to tell you something really exciting. We are going to see a couple of pygmy goats today. So a family, about an hour away from us. And I cannot wait to show you. So I'm not sure if you're gonna buy them, but I'm tempted. So it's really exciting. Okay, for the salad we're gonna have spinach. I've just tried that spinach. It's so delicious. It's got like a nutty flavor. Unbelievable, honestly, friends. Nothing tastes better than homegrown food. It's unreal. Okay, I think I'm gonna take this off now. It's ready. Well, actually, we can toast the bread. That's it. That knife is too big. I'm just gonna peel this carrot. I'm just gonna slice it for our salad. Today's salad's gonna be super easy. So So I'm just gonna use one of our homemade apple cider vinegar, homemade fermented hot sauce, and some extra virgin olive oil, a bit of salt, and I think that's it. It's gonna be delicious because all these salads are just delicious on its own. So it didn't take me long to put this breakfast together, to be honest. And after this, we are going to sow some seeds. Let's get some kale, a couple of kale, like that. I think we've got enough here, friends. Right. And I'm gonna put this in a zippy bag and we can use this up the rest of the week. So today we are going to sow spinach. We're going to sow kale. We're going to sow some lettuces, this variety, and some eggplant, aubergine, and a few more bits and bobs. I'm just gonna give it kind of like a bite size pieces and cut it up. It's 15th of January. So we are halfway through the January pantry challenge, but I've extended mine for the rest of the year. Okay. Apple cider vinegar, some fermented hot sauce. Don't put too much, it's very spicy. Olive oil. And some pink Himalayan salt. Give it a good rub and just turn that toast. And it's all done. Let's have a taste test. Wow. I could just eat this on its own, I'll be satisfied. Honestly, it's that good. Wow. Please grow your own food. I will teach you step by step this year. We do everything together. Promise. You're gonna thank me. We still got quite a bit of leftover butter. I've still got some in the freezer as well, but I'm sure it's not gonna last all year round, so we're going to make butter as well at some point this year. I'm gonna offer to Al some mayonnaise if he wants. Probably he wants. I'll put some on it. Okay, just one more thing it's missing. A little bit of our życiowa smoked paprika powder. Oh, that's for the egg. And a little bit of dill. Our freeze-dried dill, friends. And breakfast on my self-sufficient lifestyle, it's done. Look at this, friends. We didn't have to go to the shop. We can do this ourselves. What a lovely feeling this is, honestly. Wow. We are ready to sow the week 3 January seeds. It's 15th of January. So We're gonna sow some celery, lettuces, spinach and kale. I've got my compost here. Probably we're gonna use all this up now. I can fill this again for next week. This is very dry, so let's water it in really well so we can fill the module trays. I'm very organized. Everything is here, all the labels are ready and all the propagators are here, what we're going to use today. But first of all, I really would like this compost to be nice and moist. It's been a week ago now since last time we've sown seeds, and most of them now, friends, germinated. So we've got most of the onion, the peas under the grow light. I've just turned the grow light off. I've turned it on early because I got up really early this morning, like 4 a.m. And I've turned it on for a couple of hours and I've just turned it off now because it's enough daylight. Although it's quite dark today. It's cloudy and overcast and I think it's gonna rain. A bit foggy as well, misty, very spooky. But I'm so excited, friends. After we sow these seeds, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to vlog. I might put some shorts up later for you. Probably already seen this now, the shorts. But we're going to see a couple of baby pygmy goats. I'm tempting to buy one. I was also gonna see a couple of more Nubians. I even sent a deposit for a lady, but she just texted me that they not disbodied, not dehorned, the little girls, and I'm just thinking that might be a problem because all my girls got no horns. So, but I've got it because they were so cute. You know, the Nubians with the long floppy ears. One was this beautiful brown and one was white. So I'm keep looking for new goats. Couple of new goats this year, that's for sure. Okay. I think I'm gonna get some more water, friends. I am really enjoying watching a couple of your vlogs, fellow YouTubers with self-sufficient life or gardeners or people in small holding. I am so glad now I finally decided to reach out and get in touch and like have a community. It's so much fun and people so nice. So yeah, I think this is now moist enough. We can start filling the trays. So today we're gonna use these module trays. You right, Bandika? Do you wanna go out? Huh? Right, let's fill it. I'm gonna water this again. Still dry. Can you believe it? I've decided not to use any perlite, any vermiculite, any koi or anything this year. It's not even my own homemade compost. But we just need to do what we can, friends, and use what we have. And that's it. Push this down with my fingers like this. So the small seeds, when we keep watering it, not gonna run to the bottom and they'll never germinate, you know. Right. Okay. I'm gonna open up now all the seeds. Put the signs in. good water. I'm gonna wait about 5 minutes before we put the seeds in. And that's it. Right, this one we're going to put the spinach. It's gonna be the spinach and the kale. Can you see me what I'm doing, friends? Yep. And the aubergine or eggplant. Right, most of my seeds are from She Grows Veg. Still got few from previous years, or if I pick up something from a garden centre if I can't behave myself. Because I've probably got enough for 5 years. Enough seeds, but I just can't help myself. Let me just grab some scissors. Right, it's 1 o'clock. We need to leave in an hour. The lady who's got this little pygmy goat lives about an hour away from us. So we arranged to meet around 3 o'clock. So we need to leave latest 2. We should probably leave earlier, to be honest. Alan just tried to get the alpacas in, because tomorrow my lovely friend will come and help us to trim their toenails. Oh, this one is the aubergine. And they are soaked because they always out. And it's rainy again. So Alan, working on magic, tried to get them in. It's what they already had their breakfast, so I'm not sure how it goes. Fingers crossed. Right, I'm just cutting the kale. Now, kale is gonna be in the middle. And the spinach. Spinach is already open because we've already used this. Okay, so let's start with the spinach. I don't want to put too much again. About 3 seeds per module tray. Let me bring it closer so I can show you. So I don't want to put too much, otherwise that will be just not strong. And they're gonna go leggy, and then I'm gonna have to put them on anyway. And with this one we can just maybe put it on with like a 1 cell, the whole cell. We don't have to separate the cells, or within the cells, the spinach I mean. And that's plenty, friends. That's what I try to stick to this year, that I do not need hundreds of plants of each vegetable or herb or salad or green or fruit. This is more than enough for my family. Next, kale. So same again, I'm aiming about 3 per module tray. These are tiny little seeds, a lot smaller than the spinach. And they are dark, so I need to focus in on make sure I don't do double, or I don't miss out on a few. Okay. That's it. You don't need more than this. Plenty that is. Oops. Oh dear. Keep losing them. Right. We can succession sow these a few more times this year. Okay. So I've got 2 tubs in here next to me. So the 1 tub is for seed packet what I've already used and it's empty, and the other one is for what we've used but we still got seeds in it, so I know I can use this again. Okay, next the aubergine, and here now we can tamp this down a bit. like that. And we can put maybe 8 here. 5, 6, 7, 8. And because all these are tiny seeds, we're just gonna put a sprinkle on the top. We don't want to bury them too much, otherwise they'll never germinate, and we're just gonna wait and wait. Okay. So see how easy sowing seeds is, friends? So easy, I've told you. I wonder if I'll manage to get the alpacas in. Right, so literally just a sprinkle until I can't see the seeds. And that's it. And just push down a little bit, like that. Always check my fingers, make sure I haven't brought them all up back on it. And that's it, friends. This can go over here. This one is heated. A little sign on the side. And that's it. Right, next, kale. Again, tiny mini seeds. So really don't need much of a compost there, friends. But just do this, you know. Push it down a little bit. Always check on those fingers. Make sure we don't bring them back up. And that's it. This one will go to this one. And the spinach. I'm going to do the celery next. Celery needs light to germinate. That means after we sow the seeds on top of the compost, we're not going to cover it. Or if you want to, honestly, just a tiny bit, not much, because that will never germinate. And the celery's got a very long growing season. I grow celery in my tomato bed, and even now I've harvested today. I've been giving some to Juniper. So what I do, I'm gonna put it in here like that. I'm gonna get my little sprinkler, sprinkle it in like that, and water. Put the lid on, and that's it. Just like that. Perfect, that is. Okay, next we are going to do, as I said, the celery. Got two different variety, Utah and Blush. Blush is that beautiful pink one. Okay, and then 4 lettuces as well we do. And that's it for this week. That's it for today, and that's it for this week. So next week we're gonna do some brassicas and stuff. I'm probably gonna do the what to sow in February vlog soon, friends. I've just been out this morning. It was cold, but not too cold. I managed to harvest loads, as you've seen, from the garden, what we had for breakfast. So nice and fresh. It's unbelievable, all the things you can still grow in January. You would think, middle of the winter, can't grow nothing. And that's not right, friends. You can still grow so much. I've learned over the years. This is my 10th year now gardening in England. I'm sure it is. So we've just moved house. So second growing season is gonna be here this year. So I had to start everything from scratch. I had a lovely established garden I worked on so hard for 6 years. And then we decided to move. Had to start everything from scratch. But you know the knowledge, what you gain over the years, that's yours. Do you know what I mean? Nobody can take that off you, friends. Right. Okay, put the labels in. Open the packets, water it in, and that's it. I love listening to the birdies. Right, so the 2 celery, Utah, blush, and then I'm gonna do these 2, Bronze Beauty and Copacabana Baby Leaf. This one's been opened, so this must be last year's, but I've got a fresh packet. But this one is enough. Oh look, honestly, these seeds are so tiny that you won't be able to see it. It's that tiny. Can you see them? It's so tiny. Right. Which one was this? Utah, this one. Okay. So I really try not to put too much, just like a few. But it's hard because it's so tiny. I might as well use all this up now. That's it. This goes to the empty packet box. And next one is the blush. That's new. I can hear toffee. So look how pretty this is. So pretty. Right. Okay. It's after this, it's only the lettuces to do and we're all done. But yeah, so I am not going to cover this seed, just sprinkle it with some, honestly, with some water. Right, so the blush, still got some in there. So this goes to the box with the seeds in. Bronze Beauty. All the lettuce seeds are tiny as well, but I'm gonna cover these just a little bit, not much. Look. How tiny. Try to take. Can you see it? Right. So again, 2, 3 we're aiming for. If it's a bit more, then never mind. Okay, that list can go back. Copacabana Baby Leaf. Next. Right. So, as I said, I am going to leave this as it is. I'm not going to cover this back up. I'm just going to sprinkle that with a little bit of water in the end. I'm going to do the lot together. I'm just going to cover it a little bit, not too much, the lettuce. Just a little bit. Sometimes I sieve through the compost if I think it's not fine enough. This looked kind of alright, but you know, when you deal with tiny seeds, the finer your seed compost is, the better. It doesn't matter with the larger seeds like beans and or broad beans or pumpkins or cucumbers and stuff, beetroot, because they are largish seeds. But with small seeds, and that's it.
I got them.
Did you?
I sorted them.
Well done.
No, shower.
Okay, babe. Alan's got the alpacas result. Right. Last 2 lettuces to do and we're done. And that's it for today, and that's it for this week. And after we come back, we're gonna do some dinner. I'm gonna feed the kittens. Oh, Missy's back. Thank God. And I'm gonna make dinner. I'm gonna use a ready meal from the pantry because probably it's gonna be late by the time we get back. But actually, I think I'm gonna feed the cats now before we go, because I've got a feeling that we're gonna come back late. So I think just quickly run out now and find something. I just literally need to heat up, friends. I think that's sensible. Because by the time we get there 3, I'm gonna be there for an hour, 4, come back 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, Sioux, my favorite lettuce, and the Outrageous. Sioux, and Outrageous, I call it. They've already been opened. And that's it. Let me know what you're sowing this week. If you are a gardener, or if you're sowing your own seeds this year. Did you sow any seed in January? I never usually sow a lot in January. This is my first time, I think. And the last one. And this grows so fast, you will see in a month's time we can harvest this as a baby lettuce. Right. Okay, friends, all done. Very organized I am. Right, this one. Let's water this kale. Put that over there behind the fridge. Behind you, friends. I like when they're kind of nice and neat looking. Okay. And that's it. We finished. So I'm gonna go out now. Feed the cats. Pop to the pantry, get a ready meal, some sort for dinner. And I'm going. Pulled venison. Venison, that sounds good. We are in a pantry now. So I'm just choosing Mexican tomatoes with oven roasted marinara. What's this? Baked beans. That sounds good. Roast, but we got soup, beef and bean chili, goaty bolognese. What shall we have? So we've got a choice. These are sauces. Ready meal wise, we can have beef and bean chili, goaty bolognese. We can have the baked beans or pulled venison. I think we're gonna have goaty bolognese sauce. And I just quickly need to do pasta with this. Hi Tiddles! Hello my sweet girl. You hungry? You okay? Look at that. Peekaboo! Peekaboo, my sweetie! Hello! Look at them. Good morning friends, it is the next day. I am just in a conservatory getting ready. Week 4 seeds to sow. These are, all the seeds are from She Grows Veg, and the label indicates sowing these seeds in March. And I'm going to sow this end of January, so I'm pushing it a bit. But we'll see how it goes. If I sow them end of January and we're gonna have a nice, not nice-ish, because probably we can still have a very cold weather till April. But I'm gonna babysit those plants for until mid-March. Probably even April in the outside potting shed before we plant it out. So let's see if we can have an early crop. Basically, that's what I try to say. Oh my goodness, friends. Excuse me. Yesterday, I fell in love with 2 new animals and we put a deposit down. 2 little cutest pygmy goat. They are size of my dog. Honestly, they actually may be smaller than Sandy. Yes, they're so cute. They are. So they were only 15 days old. We're going to have 2. That farm was a dream where I've been yesterday with my husband. They had Nubians as well, and there was quite a few for sale, but they were castrated wether, so males. And I'm really after a new milk goat, so I would love to retire Juniper next year for sure. So I'm hoping I can carry on milking her this year, but end of this year I would love to either have a new nana or a new young girl in on our farm, and then so for the next year then we can have 2 kids. That's my plan. My plan is to have milk supply of goat's milk. So, but yeah, I haven't got many pictures because I just didn't want to be disrespectful towards the family, but they are the cutest things we've ever seen. So I cannot wait. We're gonna bring them home next month and I cannot wait to introduce it to you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed spending time with me today and see you very soon. Bye bye.